For the final project in my computer science class in high school, I teamed up with a classmate to write an Android app for the local library system. Dan and I worked for hours to create a prototype. We had a lot of issues and hit a lot of dead ends, but after several months, we had made a decent demo version. Full of trepidation, we cold called the director of the library system and asked if we could work with him to upload our app to the Google Play Store. Imagine how exhilarated we were when the director arranged a meeting with us the very next day. In that meeting, he agreed that we could become the official developers for the Chester County Library Android app. Dan and I were thrilled, and we threw our work into a fully functional version. By the time winter break rolled around, we thought that we were ready for a public release. We sent an email to the library system asking if it was okay to upload our app to the Google Play Store. A week later, we had no response. We continued developing the app, putting in a ton of hours to add features and make everything look pretty. We must have written 10,000 lines of code each over winter break, and maybe 3 or 4 more emails to the library system. The new semester started, and I was getting worried. I couldn't understand why the libraries still hadn't responded to our emails. Then one day, I looked at the library system's homepage. A prominent banner trumpeted a headline that ruined my day. That headline was, "Chester County Library System hires a professional company to design mobile app." That professional company was most certainly not us. We had been relieved of our role as official developers, and the library system had let us continue toiling on without even telling us that our work was in vain. At first, I thought that the library's behavior was horrible. Then I realized that I've often done the same thing. I've put off breaking bad news, or waited until the last minute to send an unpleasant email, or fudged the truth to avoid admitting how bad a situation really was. Those are all symptoms of the same disease, refusing to confront problems head on. It's universal. People in all walks of life cower at the prospect of delivering bad news. Take the middle school student who rips up his report card when it comes in the mail, even if he knows that his parents will find out soon enough at parent-teacher conferences. He's in good company, seeing as President Obama's cabinet did the same thing. According to Sebelius, Secretary of Health and Human Services, no one told the Commander-in-Chief about healthcare.gov's woes until a couple of days after the botched rollout. The truth is that everyone has a natural tendency to sweep unpleasant things under the rug and pretend everything is golden until the last second. Even then, the desire to sugarcoat is still there. That's why society is so fond of euphemisms. For example, sending a letter obliquely referring to someone's termination is much easier than telling them they've been fired. That's silly. Delaying or avoiding bad news will never improve a situation, and it could certainly make it a lot worse. I'm still waiting for that response from the library system, but in the meantime, I'll touch things up on my end. I'll give the bad news right away, because I believe that acknowledging problems is the first step towards fixing them.